Hello. So welcome back to the Gaia Project Scenarios. In the first video, I just did this on level 4 after having done it at level 1 for the first time. And you can see my scores were very, very similar. I tried the same strategy and it kind of worked out similarly. This second video, I tried Fahrenheit 451 on 3-star completely blind, and I just failed by 6 points. So I was 3 points behind second place and then a further 3 points behind first place. I think I know what to do to improve that so I can get that better. And I could probably do that on 4-star if I wanted to. But the comments underneath the last video said instead of trying that again and just uploading the same challenge again, I can return to that. They suggested that I just try the next one blind. And they suggested again on 3-star. So let's make sure that we're on the right difficulty first and then read what we have to do. So it's humanity has finally reached a point where we can work together and explore the universe. Let's see what's out there. So we're playing Terrans because humanity, and we're against the Baltax. So this is the two Gaia forming races in the game. When I say that, they're the two ones that start up the Gaia Project research track. I don't think anyone else in the game starts up that track. These are the two that do. And I can already see here that the victory condition is colonize at least 9 Gaia planets. Obviously, and also win the game. There is a new technology tile that lets you trade 1 knowledge for 3 ore. It would be interesting to see which one that has replaced. And where it is on the track. And then it also says the planets are in a non-standard formation. I don't know what that means. So this is going to be a new thing to me. So there's going to be a few things working against me here. So I've mentioned it in the last couple of videos because they were both 4-player games. If you have a look here, you've got 1 against 3. Here you've got 1 against 3. They were what I'm used to. This is a 2-player game. That is new to me. Or it's not brand new to me. I have played 2-player games before. But it is not something I'm used to. My board game group, very regularly, when we play Gaia Project, plays 4-player games. We might occasionally, very, very rarely, play a 3-player game. But oftentimes, if we've got only 3 of us or 2 of us, we will play different games. Gaia Project, we feel, is best at 4. Same with some other Euro games that are like we just feel like they are best at 4. There are many Euro games that are better suited to 2 or 3 players. And Gaia Project, for me, is really strong at 4. And I've not played it much at 2 or 3, especially not 2. 2 is very, very weird because it's quite zero-sum in nature. And so what might be good plays or optimal plays at 3+ players, at 2 players, it might be beneficial to build a more expensive trading post because it denies your opponent of power charge, right? So suddenly those calculations come into play because that 1 bit of power charge might be the difference between them getting a couple of points versus not. And because you only care about one opponent's score, suddenly that might become a more reasonable play. So that's the kind of thing that I don't necessarily have much experience of in Gaia Project. The planets are in a non-standard formation. I mean, I'm already not that used to the reduced map size, like 2-player thing. So that's going to be, depending on how non-standard they are, this is going to be kind of fairly fine for me. I guess we'll see how non-standard they are. And they are very non-standard. That's super interesting. And wow, okay. Yeah, okay, so this is just arranged in... So you can see this thing at the top here. The way that this is arranged is in the same as that. So if we just follow this down here, it's in the exact same order of the planet colors. And then they're separated by Gaia planet, sorry, not Gaia planets, trans-dim planets. That's what the purple planets are called. And then it continues back round. And so that's super interesting. That is really interesting. Wow, okay. I'm taken aback by that. I'm first player. It seems to be the case. So, I mean, this is the third. I don't know if this is the case in all of them, but this is the third one that I've seen now. And I'm first player in every time, which definitely gives you a weak point when you're planning where to put stuff down and stuff, because you don't know which of these you're going to get, because the AI don't necessarily make the same choices that humans will make. And when you've got a non-standard map like this, it feels like this is a necessity, right? Oh, okay, now I've just seen on round 1 digs, so the AI should take this. It would make sense for them to take this. These two are very, very good in round 1 at the best of times. Given the non-standard map layout, this feels sensible, but given how people start next to their own planet type, honestly, the free dig makes even more sense. That's just a guaranteed mine. You don't even need range. You have no care about range whatsoever. So this is just a sensible. The AI, if they don't pick this, I will be very surprised. That's all I'm going to say. So the next question becomes, where do I place? Let me see the research actually and see. Okay, so the special token is here, and it replaces the quick and an ore tile. So the immediate ore tile and immediate ore / quick tile, which gives you one less thing that's kind of useful to cover up. So oftentimes there's 3 things that you want to cover up with these advanced tech tiles. So there's the 7 immediate points, there's the immediate science for the planet types you're on, and then there's this one here. So you can kind of plan accordingly. And then the other ones are all things that you usually don't want to cover up with these until the final round, where the income ones can also be covered. Or the button if you've already used it in that final round. Oh, by the way, I've said button. That is a word that my board gaming group use for Gaia and Terra Mystica. When we're talking about these orange coverable actions, we call them buttons. Like that kind of thing, buttons that you toggle for the round. You go, okay, I'm covering, I'm pushing my button, basically. That is what we say often. So if I refer to them as buttons, that's what I mean. That's not the actual terminology of the game, but that's just what my board gaming group have just started using colloquially, and then it stuck randomly. I can't remember why it happened, but one day someone said it and it stuck. And so here you can see there are 4 buttons, as it were. So something to think about is that I'm on a reduced player count. And on a reduced player count, there aren't as many planets full stop, obviously, but there aren't as many Gaia planets as there are in the base game when you're playing 4, nor are there as many normal green planets. So getting to 9 means that I need to make sure that I get pretty much all of them, right? So there's 2, 4, 6 green planets, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trans-dim planets. So there are only 12 planets available, and I need 9 of those. So that's something I need to keep in mind. So the question becomes, do I try and grab them early? Or do I hope that the battle tax don't Gaia form much? They can't go up the range track, which gives me an advantage, because as a result of them not being able to go up the range track, they won't be able to take these very easily. They can take one of these maybe, but after that I can grab the other ones. But they can take, they can take them, but they're only allowed to take 3 from me, either green planets or these. So this is going to be interesting. So let's have a think. It feels sensible to start in the middle, but part of me is like in my head is going, is that a trap? Right? Is that a trap? There's no way it can possibly be a trap, right? Like I'm just the way I'm thinking about it. So what the Terrans? So before I get started, the Terrans, their PI ability is very, very good. It lets you turn stuff that you're taking from the Gaia Bowl. Obviously, we started up the Gaia Project track, so we can already put 6 tokens in our Gaia Bowl to make a Gaia Former in round 1. And this lets you turn that straight away. If you build it in round 1, that lets you turn it into stuff straight away for the next round, so you don't start off quite as on the back foot as you might otherwise trying to build one of these early on. on a 2-player game, though, it's just so much more difficult because the power generation is so much lower. And so the advantage of building a larger building, one of those big advantages is your ability to generate more power. Obviously, you get some power generation here, but one of the main advantages is the ability to generate power. So I am considering what to do. Because it's digs this round. It's big buildings a bit later, but I feel like... Here and here? If I'm going in the middle, it needs to be my first one. Because then I need to match. I need to have a neighbor for my other one. Whatever the battle tax are doing, just so I can have a cheaper upgrade early on. Because early on, my resources are tight if I'm building a big building. And it just feels sensible to build a big building just because of how powerful the Terran's ability is. But I need to make sure that I don't over-focus on... Oftentimes, what I will do with the Terrans, if I play them, is round 1, I will build a PI in Gaia form once. Round 2, I will then try and get to here by... in round 1, I will have used my science to go up here. In round 2, I will then build a research lab to go here, and I will then put 2 of them down. But often, what I will do is actually, because I'll have a lot of tokens, I'll actually put 1 down at 6 and a second down at 4, which gives me 10 tokens to turn into stuff with. And one of the interesting things is, if I do take this, that 10 tokens can become 2 science, or a science and 2 ore or whatever, or a science and some, 6 other power worth of stuff. But that science, if I'm building that research lab in round 2 to take this, I can do that and turn 4 of that power gen into 3 ore instead of 3 into 1 ore. Yes, it's an action economy worse, but that's really quite powerful if I'm planning on doing that. And I feel like that's sensible. So I feel like I go here with my first one, just so that I have a guaranteed Gaia form position. And then, okay, I've been given 2 options. So let me think about this. Here is going to be a harder federation to make, because that's 3 digs away from me. This is going to be a slightly easier federation to make, because so long as I claim that planet, not guaranteed, but so long as I claim that planet at some point, I can get to either here or here to help federate over here. Just because this is only 1 dig away, and this is only 1 dig away, whereas that's 3 digs away. So this one is going to be the one that likely partners up into this center section here for a federation. This one's going to kind of... It's maybe you can do a 4-planet one in this run of 3 with that, but most likely, more likely than not, it's going to be these 2, 2 or 3 of these. I definitely need one of... I can only lose 3 green planets, so I have to eye up as many green planets as I can. But I think going here early is sensible, basically, is the long and short of it. Are they taking the free dig? They are taking the free dig, like I thought. Right, so realistically, I have 2 sensible choices. And they are big building, because I'm planning on building a big building this turn. So getting points for doing what I'm planning on doing anyway is sensible. Or this, to get me the range that I need to get an extra mine down after I have done that. I think building, because I've got a neighbor here, I feel like it's sensible that they're likely to either dig this one. I hope they don't dig this one, but they might do. They might dig over here, but they're likely to upgrade. They're likely to give me power at some point during the turn. So having this, putting 4 power tokens into the here, which means any power generation at all suddenly becomes useful. Just literally any at all. So I think it's this. Just so I can have some power gen. And I'm planning on building my PI. Just because as a Terrans, it's just so useful to have your PI out early because you get so much back for it. And so the first thing I'm going to do is upgrade this. And where are they going to dig? I assume they're going to use their dig immediately. Yep, they've used their dig, and it's there. Okay, yep, but that is the correct thing to do. Genuinely, if I were playing as the AI, I would do that. I would block that move as soon as I could, not give me even a whiff of using a dig. But that's fine. Like I said, I've still got access to this 1, 2, 3. I've still got these, and then I could join it up there if I needed to. I can federate there if I needed to. But what I've done here is you can see that I've got myself the big building out. So now when I Gaia form, I should be in a good position. I am, however, now in a little bit of a tricky position. I probably want to take this as my science, which is unusual. It's not something that you'd necessarily normally do, but it lets me... So I'm just trying to think, do I take the free dig this turn in the actions here by spending a token? And then just taking this, just so that I have some access to a second ore income. Just because if we look here, building a second mine is going to be very handy. And I want to have something that's nearby this. Yeah, I think that it's sensible to take this by burning a disc and putting that here. The reason I'm okay burning a disc is I'm getting that disc back, and I'm planning on going up the Gaia forming track this action, like this turn. Did they just do a hard dig? They did just do a hard dig. That is shocking, is the word I would use. But worries me, because now they can take that with their Gaia former. Yep, okay. So be it. So then I will go up here. So what did they just do? I missed what they did. Is there a log of some kind? I mean, if there is, it's not shown. That's interesting. Maybe you need the action log up before the... Yeah, that's very weird. Right, I'm going to have the action log up because sometimes you miss what the AI does. I think they went up the science track. Now I've seen what they've done. They used their science to go up the science track. Sorry, I wasn't looking at this. They went up the science track. That makes sense. They've now got science income. I'm now going to Gaia form because I've got 6 in bowl 1. And see, I actually have options. Do they still have a Gaia former, or had they put it into their Gaia bowl? So where does it show if they've got any Gaia formers left in their supply? Here, I think that symbol might be that it's in the Gaia bowl. So I'm just thinking, do I use my quick to nab that? Because I can have access to these fine, right? Whereas if I can stop them from, I think, however, no, I need the quick so that I can then jump here. So I think I take this, and then I can jump here with my quick on a future round. Just so I can have a neighbor in future. Yep. And I think that's one of the ones I'm willing to lose. One of the three. So that they've got the range now. Okay. So I'm going to pass. 4 points. Then I think I'll take the dig. I think that's sensible to me. It gets me access to some money, which I desperately need. And it gets me access to a dig, which I desperately need. Because that actually lets me jump to here, and then I can build there as well, if I need to. So importantly, I've got actually 4 power generation, so I can do this. And I can just take the... so what I would like to do... I definitely... how much do I need? I've got 6 power here. So I need 3 money plus 5 money. So I need 8 money to do what I need to do this round. And I also need 3 plus 2 ore. So I need 5 ore and 3 money to take... No. I think what I do is I take 2 ore and I'll take money with this. And if I take the money with this, I can then take this. Because they, even though they pass first, so they're before me, they only have 1 here. So that they genuinely cannot get the... so they can't even burn 1 to get 1, so they can't take the 7 money from me. So the 7 money is vital for me, I think. And I think it's more important getting 5 money. Sorry, the 7 money. It's more... Because it's... Yeah, I think... I know I'm kind of confusing, I'm stuttering a bit, but this is what I need, and I will just take the 7 money as my next action. And then I can jump up here. Well, that was not ideal. But that's fine. I can use my free dig here. You know, it's... I have realised that the order in which I'm doing stuff is not great. Because I actually need... So here I upgrade... Oh, no, sorry. Correction. Let me do my actions in the correct order. Actually, I am going to upgrade here first. In case they decide to give me any power. Because they're now done. They can't take a power action from me. Normally the power actions are very, very contested. But they can't take any power actions from me. There we go. I'm now getting power charge. Which is important. This is why you delay your taking the power actions if you need to. Because now I've got just more usable power. So now I'm... Oh, no. So now I'm going to take the 7 money. Yes. So I have realised that I won't be able to build a mine on the green planet first before I can do all of this. But it's fine. So the reason I accepted that power is, by the way, is because I know I'm charging power anyway by taking this. So I'm back here again. And what I'm actually going to do... Okay, so I've now lost a green planet. So that's one of the ones that I'm not allowed to... so I'm only allowed to lose 2 more in the entire game. So I'm now going to turn my 1 science that I've got into 3 ore. So I can continue my turn. So then I'll pass. And now I can still put down... so I think I'm going to use a quick... Yes, I'm going to use a quick here. That cost me 2 quicks. So I'm going to undo that because I haven't yet built this. Build that first. And then I use a quick. And take this. This is very tempting. Very, very tempting. This is also very tempting, but I definitely need one more. Because at the moment I've got 3 mines out, so that's kind of useless. I've mentioned this a couple of times before, but 3 mines is useless. 4 mines is great. So I probably want to build a mine here. I need at least 1 more here. I'm just questioning, do I burn one? Because I'm going to be taking out of there and putting back in there. I'm questioning to myself, do I burn one? So I can take the... Do I take this or this? This is very handy because one of these becomes 3. I think the answer is, if I'm taking either of them, it's definitely this one, for obvious reasons. One of these becomes 3 of these with my button. So the next question becomes, am I willing to burn one for the coin? And I think I am. So I think I do that. Take a coin. And take that. So then I build a mine here. And then I'm going to have these 2. So something I'm realizing actually is that on a lower player count, this is actually a lot less strong, the Terrans, because there are fewer Gaia planets to actually terraform, to Gaia form. So it's actually a lot weaker. So what I'm going to consider doing is, so the thing that I'm worried about at the moment is money. That's the thing I'm running low on. So this tile seems sensible to me because I'm going to be, by the end of next round, I'm going to be on at least 3 green planets, so it's worth 3 points minimum. And I can't get that 4 power charge anyway because I've only got 2 tokens here. I'll be getting 1 more token from my building here, and so I'll have 4. I'll have 3 power in here from the 4 generation, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, so, and I cannot charge anymore. So there's no point taking the big building one for those points. So the question becomes, do I want the range? So then I can kind of use that range to, come over here, or to get onto the other stuff that I need. So I think, yeah, quicks is now where I'm considering where am I getting my quicks from. I need to find a bunch of quicks now. They're on there, which is a shame. I would like to have been on there. That was basically, I didn't care what they took if that was available. I was eyeing that one up. But I think of the ones that are remaining, I can't utilize this power, so it's only for this ability. Whereas the money is really quite handy because I've got no income of money. So I think just for that reason and that reason alone, I just need the money. So now I've got 8 stuff to do things with. So I'm actually going to have 4 of that go there, because I also want to still be able to have technology this turn. It's one of the reasons that it was quite tempting, because that 2 things, because now I've got that, which becomes 3 ore, and then I can possibly get a quick. And then what do I use? Where's my money going? How am I getting money? I suppose so. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's just going to be an overpowered federation. This one here, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I need mines, right? I can't. I need to upgrade these at some point just so I have mines. The problem is that I'm going to have to be doing rubbish mine. Yeah, the money is going to be really shy here, actually, now that I think about it. But I need the quick so I can start getting on green planets before the battle tax do. I don't need to, because there are fewer of these planets in play. I don't need to go up here anymore. I'm done. This is fine by me. So now what I need to consider is going up range, probably, so I can get a quick there. So money is what I need. So I might go up here. Here is sensible. It lets me. There's a lot of stuff that's really good here, and I'm just this is so unusual. So I'm just really unsure about how I'm playing this. So I've got my oil income. I've had that. I'm going to be having lots of ore. It is the money that I'm going to be shy. Am I getting my quicks this way? I think I need the money instead of that quick, just so that I can build another research lab. I think I need the money. That's interesting. Because I've now got a whole bunch of stuff here. If I don't give them any power, I can actually give them just the 1 power here. I suppose they could take the free dig, which would let them take that, which is somewhat dangerous. But so I'm just thinking, can I do anything to stop them from being able to take things? Because I definitely want the 7 money as well. Money is going to be really shy this game. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe, or 6, 7, and have just a 3 token one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to need to upgrade both of these. I'm gonna have very inefficient federations in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I've attached that already. Which of these two is stronger, do I think? And this is always quite nice, especially in this game mode, but it's my economy that's going to suffer if I'm not careful. This lets me get power actions more. This gets me up the quick tracks. I need quicks. But it also gets me the economy. The reason I'm taking this is because range is also useful. Getting up to 3 range just means that all of this becomes so much simpler. Getting to these green planets, just going from there, and then that's actually still requires 4. But 3 lets me get to here nice and easily. 1, 2, 3, then to there, to there, to there, to there. So there's a lot of reason to come up here for 3 range, but that's unlikely to happen. I can get to 2 range fairly easily this turn. But getting to 3 ranges, if it's going to happen, it's not going to be for a while, right? This is really tough. Whereas getting all of these quicks. This is really, really tough. If I build that, I could always take the free dig to here. But it's not the mines that I'm worried about. I have the planets. It's how do I need to upgrade some stuff and I need it to be done. Money is going to be what I'm shy. It just is. I'm going to be shy on money. I need to take this at some point. And possibly also this. Just I'm so shy on money, and I'll be needing to take the money action fairly frequently. I'm going to do that first. I don't mind losing the dick. Yep. I did not mind losing the dick. Which means I can... I can then use this. Okay, they're getting points that way. But they are using their quicks on that stuff instead of hurting me. So they're still not doing this stuff. So that's fine. So I need to find a way of getting a... I suppose I could do that to take that quick. And then I can use another... And then I could use that power to take another quick. But I feel like... this is still very important. So they just use some science. think I'm going to do the same. They've just passed on to range. So I didn't get any more power. So I'm going to just take this. Building these two. I've now got some money income for next turn, which is very useful because I'm going to be money shy. So now I can grab this. It will be a shame to... Yeah, I've not done the round boosters very well, but so be it. And then I'm able to... yeah, okay, and then I'm able to exchange the... So I have been in my own head for the last couple of... I don't know if I've been talking very much, which I apologize for. This has been a very, very cerebral go. Like I said, I'm so unused to playing this play account. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can federate for 2 tokens, which might be worth doing. What does federating do for me? This early, so I can take another quick, which enables me to do stuff. Well, next round, I can take the tokens back so that I still have stuff that I think I'm just going to straight away do this. So those are the ones that I'm most likely to lose to the Baltax. So the question is, do I federate? And I think the answer is not yet, because next turn I don't. From next turn I don't need as many tokens because I only have one more planet to Gaia form, and so I don't federate yet. I can federate next turn. Yeah, and so I already have 4 power being charged. I think having more access to quicks is just good at this point. I think the greater access to quicks I have, the better. I just need access to them for colonizing my green planets. That might be sensible. Alternatively, getting an extra science lets me go up the science. Lets me go up here, getting myself more power back into that bowl, which I can then use to take the 2 science. Taking the 2 science, I can turn one of that science into 3 ore. and it gives me the 2 quicks. So I'd have 4 quicks, which would let me then probably take this to go up there again. I know that sounds like a lot of quicks to not use on green planets, but I'm planning on... I need to find a way of catching up points-wise, so I think that's how I'm going to do it. I think I've planned out this next turn quite well there, so yes, I think that's how I do it. Wasn't expecting to get that much power gen, but that's fine. I'm not going to be sad about the power gen. So then I use my research, go up here, get 3 more power gen. They've gone up the Gaia forming track. Then I will have a look at these. I think I take this and go up here. So it's worth points. So worth at least 6 points this turn, but it'll be worth more points later. So I need to get on green planets. Like, it's just a must. I haven't actually even looked at the endgame scoring. It's number of buildings and federations. Is it? I believe that's number of buildings and federations and number of sectors. So currently no one has any buildings instead of federations. In a 2-player game, I actually had forgotten that there is a kind of a spoiler effect. So you need at least to be in 6 sectors, and you need to be in have at least 10 buildings and federations. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need to be in every sector, basically. Okay. In order to beat the spoiler, and you need at least 10 buildings, which I'm going to have. I'm going to have at least 10 buildings and federations. I mean, that's going to be a big one by itself. I'm not going to federate, basically, this turn either. I'm going to wait until next turn, just because I get an extra 5 points for it. There's no point getting 5 points less for something that I don't necessarily need this turn. Yeah, so I think I then take this action. To take this. Let's go up here. And now I can start doing these actions. So I want to take, I definitely want to take this action. Because that becomes, the science becomes 3-all. I've already lost 1, so I can only lose 2 more. Yep, so now I can do this. Yep, okay. That's fine. You're going to try and run away with some points, but I'm not going to let you. I'm going to be building a big building this turn, methinks. Here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mines out. That'll be 6, 7. Go here. So that's worth some points now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I don't build a big building this turn, and I just forgo those points. And I can build this here, setting up for another federation here. Three, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Yep. Sorry, I'm thinking through what I can do. So I can get more money, I can get a double dig, or I can get more ore. So the double dig is very useful, because I can then go here, and then I can have one federation over here, assuming I get this green planet. I can have one federation here, and then these ones up here can become another federation, and I can get my 3 federations in the game that way. And that'll give me a load of buildings of federation. It'll be 3, probably another 4 there, so that'll be 7, and then probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, I'll have some over here. So the question becomes now, how do I get the green planets? So I can grab that one, and I can just go, okay, that's not going to be part of the federation. It's fine. I can grab that one. That might end up part of this federation. Can grab that one. And then I don't mind about the other 2, right? I only need to make sure that I lose only 3 planets, this being one of them. And I'm okay. I'm getting myself this turn. That's what I'm going to be spending these 4 on, with one of my quicks. Because I can't get up to 2 range this turn. So if I look at the research here, I can only get up to here if I build if I upgrade that, but there's no point. If I double dig, I can go. Just thinking about how many mines I need before I kind of hurt myself, in the form of being able to get on the green planets. So I need at least 1 mine here, and 2 more and 3 more mines. So I need at least 4 mines, which means I will need to upgrade at least that. I know this is giving them access to power next turn, but I think it's needed. So I'm just working out what I can do. Okay, so I need 1 more coin to build the mine for the double dig. Yeah, okay. So I think this 1 more mine here is sensible. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can become a thing. Maybe I should have upgraded that one instead of that one, but much of a muchness really. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this one should have been the upgrade, not that one. That's a shame. But this one's gonna have needed to, I'll have needed to upgrade something here anyway, just so I can get mine. So I've now got 5 mines out, which you can see here. Obviously the one missing there, but you get the one by base, so it kind of fills that in. So I have 3 more mines placeable now, and those 3 mines are likely to be, well, definitely here, and then 1, 2, and then I need to find 1 more mine from somewhere, but I can upgrade that. So maybe I don't place the mine here. So I'm just working out exactly how to best utilize my resources. So if I use a double dig, I can go here, making this a nice easy federation. This can be a nice easy federation next turn. I definitely need to spend a quick this turn to go there. That's happening either way, so I may as well do that now. Burn one to gain the coin, to put the double dig here. And then I federate a few times next turn. Yeah, I think that's sensible. I do think that's sensible. So I will exchange, burn one here, take a single coin here, and then I will do this here. And here is also an option, but I don't think that's necessary. I think here lets me have a little self-contained federation over here. And then like this federation can run wild. So then I pass. So next turn I'm federating. Range can be effectively quicks next round, right? That's it will save me a quick. And I do have the power. The thing is, I do have the power to generate now. So if I can get the 4 power, I'd get 6, 7, 8. So I'd have 2 in there. So that could be useful. If I were to have the big building tile instead, be worth some points. So I'm going to be going up here. This is points. This is guaranteed points. This is a quick, basically. It's just a quick. But I don't think I'm going to be shy on quicks because I can go here, and that should do me my quicks for the rest of the game. Right? I'll need 2, 4, and 6 quicks. Also, I'll need 6 quicks before the end of the game. But I'll take this one and this one if I take that research action. Yeah, okay. So I think I take this because I don't need... Whilst this is very, very useful, I think the points is going to be more useful. I know that sounds very, very weird, but I think the points is going to be more useful. And I can get quicks from federating as well. And, of course, from here. So that becomes 3-all. So that's a sensible thing to do. I think that's a sensible thing to do. And I can federate here as one of my first actions to get the other quick that I need to get something here. Okay. And this is why we delay. Just to, I might get power. And so I want, I think, this. Because I'm going to be needing money. Money is the thing I'm going to be shy on. I will take 2. So now I federate here using the other 2, and I take a quick. That gives me the 2 power. This is why I said it was going to be fine for me to do this. I'm going to build a mine here before I lose it, because this is an important self-contained federation. They've taken the quick one as well. And they've got the green planet ones. So they might jump to here or here. Probably here, just because, yeah. I'm okay with them taking these 2, basically. They're very far away from these 2, whereas I can get to them much, much easier than they can. That's kind of my thought process is I only need to take 3 from these 4. Oh, sorry, I only take 2 from these 4. Because I'm allowed to lose this one plus 2 more. And so I'm in a pretty good spot here. So then I'm going to have a look at my the ones that I've taken. So my tiles that I've taken. I've also got that and that. So just part of me is questioning: do I grab that while I've got 7 mines out, and do I build that, have 8 mines out, grab that, build my my academy, one of my academies, probably strangely my right academy, just to get the quicks, because quicks are just going to be useful for me. I can't take that and go up there. No, okay, so that's right out. I can't take that and go up there because I've only got the 1 federation now. So that's going to be, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so I need to upgrade that as well. I also have research. So the question becomes, does the range matter here? Like, am I likely to get points here, or am I going to get more points potentially getting to the top here? How many more research moves do I likely have? Maybe. I do want to take this. I can get to 2 range this turn, but I want to. I suppose I don't want to build on all of the green planets this turn, because next turn there's points for them. But I don't want to lose them, is my worry. What's more beneficial? Is it going to be this one? So if I can build 1 more of these and take that later on, but that's not likely to be what I'm taking now. I can take this one and go up. In order to go up here, I will be using my 4 research. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could, in theory, do an expensive upgrade in one of these ones and just have a 6. Yeah, okay, that's actually possible. I have a 2 token federation here. And then I could upgrade So it's going to be, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and have just a big federation there with 2 tokens. And it's going to cost me the 6 money and 2. And I just don't get this federation this turn. I get that next turn. So this is really, really tough to think about exactly what's sensible for me. So which research paths am I going up? I'm definitely going up to the top of that. I just want those quicks. Those quicks are non-negotiable. So then the question becomes, where are the rest of my science? Where's the rest of my science going for the rest of the game? So I'm going to be getting maybe either 4 points here, or I might be able to get to here, but I still don't get to 3 things, but it gets me quicks. I could get, I could be really weird about it. Build. Okay. That would be a very weird way about doing it. Take this, build big building, take this, jumping up there, then form a second federation using that big building, now that it's large. Use those 4 quicks to take that. Oh, that just feels a bit of a mess, really, doesn't it? But it is viable. Like, it is a thing that I can do. Never let it be said that I don't overthink things. So where are my points coming from? I do not want to cover this. Do I need the money income tile still? Am I willing to cover that up? It's only 4 money next turn, which is, it's still 4 money. 4 money is 4 money. But do I need that 4 money next turn? I don't know if I do. Like, I might not need that 4 money next turn. Building a big building is just so advantageous. So I build this first. Because I'm planning on building another trading station. Anyway, gosh, they are taking a lot of points using those quicks. Yep. So then I will... I then will build this. And I think it's the right academy, because the quicks are valuable. And I take this, because I've got my 8 mines out. I cover this up, because I'm planning on building this anyway to replace it. And then I can take, I guess, the quick. Do I think it's even vaguely possible that I get up here? I would need to build, so I'll getting that. I'll be going up here. I could then take that. I guess that would help repair some of the money that I've lost to go up there. Then the following turn I can go up there, building a lab here. I cannot see myself getting up here. So I can see two science moves. I can see ways of getting kind of to here. I can see myself getting here if I start up this track, which is definitely a bunch of resources and stuff like that. But I cannot see myself being able to grab this. And that's points and stuff that I'm not getting. Whereas here saves me the need for some quicks. Whereas ore I'm not going to be shy of next turn. Like, I'm going to be fine for ore next turn. The quicks is going to be where I'm lacking. So I think I jump up here. And then, yeah, so then next turn I'm going to upgrade that as my next action. Oh, they've got the 9 science this turn. That's very strange. Right, I'm going to exchange for free for 2 money. And that 2 money is going to become... sorry, those 2 tokens are going to become part of the Federation. Go away. So it's... And... Do I want this token? Or do I want this so that I can build... If I do this, I could build another... trading station this turn, and I actually think that's sensible because I don't need as much ore next turn, and I need the ability to place 2 mines next turn on green planets, and so just not having to worry about the action economy next turn. This is actually quite handy. Because I can federate again this turn, basically, if I do this as well. So it's just an extra 5 points for federating again this turn. And then I can take the quick, after that. So now upgrade this. Yes, an expensive one, but that's fine. This is why I said I don't think I needed that 4 money anymore. Okay, they've taken that with all of their quicks. Wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. I've got the quick there, if I should so need. Yeah, they're racing up here. So my next move is to go up here. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. I was planning on taking that. I honestly didn't register that they had more ones to take there. That is a shame. That's a big shame, actually. Oh, I was really, really hoping to be able to take that. Well, I'm federating here. I guess that means I don't need more quicks. So I'll take 2 science here. Because that gives me if I can have access to 1 more science next turn in some way, shape, or form, I can turn one of those science into an ore, into 3 ore. Because I'm getting 6 points, 1 science, and 3 ore instead of 7 points and 2 ore. I feel like that's worth it. It's an extra science and an extra ore for 1 fewer point. I think that's worth it. Which is really, really weird, but it's just because of the nature of that button in this game. I don't think money is something I need. I'm not building any new things, because I suppose if I go here, I can build another mine. Here. And if I build another mine here, then I have access to everything that I need, right? But I only have 2 mines left. So 1 here, using 2 quicks, and then I think I'm planning on, once, so next turn I'll have 2 range. So if I have only 2 range, then it's going to be 1, 2, 3 quicks, and 2 quicks to go here. So that's 5 quicks. I've got the 5 quicks I need to go those 2 places, and then I don't care about these 2 mines. I'm good. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now it's time to federate. Yep, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to... Yeah, because I don't need to build a mine this turn. This gives me options next turn. And they have passed. I've not let them pass onto this points tile, which is important. And I can pass onto a points tile. Yes, sure, this is effectively worth quicks. I understand that, but this is points, and points means prizes. So you can see I got 15 points federating on the correct round. So that delaying of my federations was absolutely sensible, because now I'm well in the lead. And I'm going to be on at least 9 green planets this turn. I must be on at least 9 to win. So passing for at least 9 points is important. And I don't really even need that. I can go here. So I can go 2 quicks there, 2 quicks there, and be fine. I don't need to worry about the mines either, because I've already got the mines. So I can just close that up. Yeah, okay, that's fine. They've done that. 2, 2. I can ignore that, I think, and go for points. How many planets am I on? I'm on 3, 4 planet types. It's 7 points. I would kick myself if I lose by that many. Sure. Not federating anymore, so all of that will be useful. And I'm getting a whole bunch of points for going on green planets this turn. Yep, they federated too late to make that a worry for me. Right, so now I've won the game in terms of being on 9 green planets. So now I just need to make sure that this gap stays high. They've got a lot of science, so they can do a lot of stuff to me that can change that quite quickly, because they can go up science tracks, they can take big points. Yes, they've gone to the top of there. That was going to be my next move. I wanted to get onto the green planets before I jumped up there, because for them, that was 5 points. For me, that was going to be worth a lot more, obviously. But yeah, because I could have built a lab and gone up there, but that's fine. So now I need to think, where am I getting the most points from? And I think the answer is I can get 4 points for going up there. And that's kind of it, really, because I can't place any more mines. Just the order of stuff didn't work out. This would have been nice to get really early on, but I didn't want to waste science going up there early. I needed these quicks. I mean, this is always worth 4 points, so I don't need ore anymore. I actually am not sure what's worth points anymore. Okay, a freebie. So I can do that for, or I mean, I guess I take this because it's positive on resources. It's equivalent on resources, but it denies them the extra science, I suppose. Because like instead of turning that into 4 money, I turn it into 1 science and 3 ore, which is still 4 resources, but they're better resources, so they've taken that, which is fine. But like I said, they're going to close that gap very, very quickly, so I have to be very careful here. Don't need to be paying for stuff now. Don't think it's worth it. Right. What do I need to do now? I've got a quick. So I can go here. So what's... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out already. So I would need to upgrade one of these to a lab before I can upgrade one of these to a trading post, before I can put a new mine down. So I think, how many resources would I be spending to get some points there? So, because I really need to consider, is it even worth doing that? So, in order to get 3 points, right? Because I would be taking this as my, well, yeah, there's no point taking this, but I can take the 7-point tile. I can spend fewer than 7 points to do it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend fewer than 7 points of stuff to take 7 points. That's always sensible. And I am on only 4 planets. So taking that does nothing. Because it won't get me any more points, because taking that will make me go to here, and then I will only have 1 more science move to take from there, which will either be here or here. I could still very much lose this, because they can still federate here. Which worries me, though that's not 12 points gap. That is a 24 points gap. I think I win. All of that stuff becomes points. I think it must. I can't see how it gets me any more points doing anything else. So I look at here one more time, consider whether or not I take these. I think the answer is no, because I don't get anything out of it, because that's a point. I'm not going to give up a point. And so let's have a look. There you go. Playing it blind, I managed to win on 3-star for the first time. That was really, really interesting. I feel like if we have... So that's a win. That's a nice win. So if we look here, I would have lost on 4-star. Right, because I'm only allowed to lose 1 on 4-star, because I did click and I saw it's 11 I need. So I didn't get that one, and I would have lost because I lost that. But I guess I would have prioritized it a bit harder on 4-star. But on 3-star, that's definitely kind of doable. But 4-star, you have to really make sure that you're getting those green planets early. I'm not quite sure what I would do differently if I were playing on 4-star. But yeah, this is definitely doable on the 3-star, as you've seen. So thank you for watching, and hopefully that was informative.